I need to understand just what happened.
Hello agents, I'm Susanna Moyer and this is a special edition Ingress Report. Dr. Devra Bogdanovich is one of the most divisive researchers to have emerged from the Niantic Project. In December of 2012, she fled the secret laboratory located at CERN in Switzerland along with Roland Jarvis, hoping to expose the widespread testing of XM on the human population in the form of the Ingress Scanner device. Ironically, she has not once but twice been caught up in human testing scandals of her own. What caused the change? First, some history. After Niantic, she joined forces with the European corporation Visur, but left there after a short time under the cloud of a human testing scandal. Most recently, she spent almost a year developing an inoculation that she believed would render exotic matter ineffective on the human mind. An inoculation greatly criticised for its high mortality rate and human testing program. In addition, she created and released the Portal virus, an XM construct that caused natural portal decay rates to accelerate dramatically. That was overcome by agents who worked tirelessly to activate the Helios artifacts and restore the portal network. Following this, she was promptly ejected from her post and also fired as a tenured professor. Now she is alone and isolated. I was contacted by Dr. Bogdanovich late last week. She said she wanted the opportunity to clear the air about her work and her goals. I accepted. Devra, you're a controversial figure. Some say you're a hero. Others, even some resistance members, say you're a traitor. Some even question your sanity. Who is the real Devra Bogdanovich?
Let's be honest, Susanna. I'm on the losing side of a spin war. There are entities who want to use XM for power and profit.
I assume you're referring to organizations like the NIA and corporations like Visur and IQTech.
Exactly. They want to demonize me because I'm a threat to their agendas and profit margins. And I'm sure you're aware of the tactics they use to undermine the truth, given your history.
From what we know, the inoculation program wasn't entirely successful.
It was killed in infancy. Good science takes time. It takes testing. And I was robbed of that opportunity so someone could line their pocketbooks.
And what about the fatality rate? Up to 20%, I've heard.
Again, had I been given time to continue my research, I fully believe that the inoculation could have been made safer and much more effective. I've no interest in making some kind of kill pill. That's why they attacked me with such force. My work scared the hell out of them.
There are many who view the XM portals as a potential threat, but they don't share your, how shall I say, extreme position.
They're part of the problem. XM changes the way we think. We know this. The portals are a source of a parasite that is slowly changing humanity. And anyone who believes otherwise is already gone. Their minds are gone. They have become the enemy.
What about the portal virus? Do you consider that a success?
Yes. It was a success. It shook the world and showed them the potential my research holds.
Agents and researchers worked together to shut the virus down. They united against you on an unprecedented scale. How could you call that a success?
I'm sure you're familiar with the theory that the Helios artifacts were in essence being hidden by the portal network. My work enabled them to be uncovered. My work proved that the Shaper portals weren't opening people's eyes, but blinding them. The portals are keepers of secrets. Friends don't keep secrets, do they?
Some people believe that the artifacts, the beacons, represent the real problem.
I'm sure that's a wonderful narrative. A narrative of fear. Keep them scared and keep them in their places. Right.
Perhaps. What do you think the Nazir are?
I don't know. And I don't think it matters. I'll leave that to Hank Johnson. What matters is that my work to save free will continues.
But you've been shut out. How do you intend to continue?
Well, I'd hoped to go back to the university, but of course there are all spineless cowards there as well. They got leaned on and decided I was unwelcome there. There's now some interest in the private sector in continuing my work.
Is that why we're meeting here?
I've attacked the powerful, and I have no intention of backing down. Wouldn't be surprised if there was a price on my head. Moving target is harder to hit. My ride is here.
Can you tell me more about this private interest that intends to help with your research?
No. But I can tell you one thing. My work is just beginning. And I have no intention of stopping.
Dr. Bogdanovich was airborne minutes after the interview ended, her destination unknown to me. We do not yet fully understand the implications of her virus, except that the Helios artifacts have brought into the light the hidden mystery of the Nazir, an ancient force that has been buried for thousands of years. Hank Johnson has been on a journey originating in Afghanistan, tracing what little artifacts remain of their existence, but as of yet, no clear evidence has emerged from his journal entries. In Britain, Enlightened Agent Blackfield sought to make this 10,000th unique portal something to remember, and so he climbed Ben Nevis, the highest mountain in the British Isles, in order to claim the portal and reach level 15 in style. In Utah, the resistance group Pony Riders executed a plan 9 months in the making to build a series of fields anchored at the four corners of Utah, controlling 1.3 million mind units. Nearly 50 agents took part, including Portal Noob, San Paco, Evil Optimist, Tiny Elvis 9, and Brimley. And in Florida, a cross-faction group of agents executed Operation K, combining a series of resistance and enlightened fields to build the letter K and a crown to support Princess Kayla, the daughter of a fellow agent who was scheduled to undergo major surgery. After 9 hours of surgery, Kayla was moved out of the intensive care unit. We wish her the best of luck. The next Arsana anomaly will take place in New Orleans, with satellites in Virginia Beach, Oklahoma City, and Santo Domingo, and a global cell challenge that will affect each and every Ingress agent, starting in a few days and lasting 2 weeks. For the Ingress Report, I'm Susanna Moyer.
Do not be afraid to leave a comment, Agent.